Hey guys, this is Vaughn, and today we are googly-eyed. Googly-eyed. I guess this is part of the mod. When you randomly sometimes log on, you might randomly have googly eyes. Anyway, welcome back. As you can see, I have expanded the world a little bit. I haven't done too much off camera, but I finished my house. Let's walk over here so you can kind of see the house. It's nothing fancy, but it's gonna serve its purpose for now. It's probably just gonna be a little temporary house, or I don't know if villagers are a thing, but maybe I could turn it into a villager house or something at some point. It's just a place to live. I did notice, however, I was complaining that it never rained, and I thought that that was very suspicious. Well, it never rains because I live in the savannah. So it doesn't rain in the savannah, so we're fine there. I've done a lot of expansion, although it's still relatively small, and one of the things that I wanted to do today is expand again in this direction and build a mob farm. But let me first show you some stuff that's happened. I didn't know how to get animals, but apparently if you build a grass platform far enough away from, I don't know if it's you or your spawn point, but if you build it far enough away, they will spawn just randomly, I guess. So I ended up getting a sheep, and there's a chicken in here who is very slowly producing some stuff. Chicken manure, apparently infernum essence, and some eggs. I have not had any success yet with producing other chickens, and I kind of want to let the eggs stack up before I waste them. So that's what's happening there. Got some iron sieves, which means that I have managed to pick up some diamonds and a few other ores and things. 5 whole diamonds. But my iron situation is looking better. And I'm just kind of not worrying too much about stuff right now. I have a decent amount of dirt. So what I want to do is, I did discover this guy. The iron wands are very handy. Let's sleep real quick just so that it's daytime. Now, I know a lot of you guys are very familiar with this mod pack, and so, like, the Iron Wand is probably not exciting to you at all, but to anybody who doesn't know how it works, let me quickly show you. It just lets you, it's very easy to make. It's a stick, 2 sticks and a piece of iron, and you can just click, and it will place whatever's in your inventory. I don't know if there's a way to differentiate between the blocks. Like, if I had cobble in my inventory, I think it would base it on the fact that I'm placing it next to dirt, and it would just go like that. It's so convenient. Look at that. So we're going to go out 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. Look at that. So easy. And then you can easily just... Obviously, you have to have the dirt in your inventory to be able to place it. Why isn't it working now? Yeah, there we go. As long as you have the dirt, it'll do it, I guess. I'm not sure why this one's not. Maybe because that grass grew. That might be why. So, we're going to build our mob farm here. And I guess I'm standing here, so that's going to prevent this one. I've been kind of looking into what mob farms people recommend, and I've had inconclusive results. I ended up making, like, in the past I would just make the regular kind of like fall drop mob spawn thing that I usually do, but I feel like in this mod pack I might as well try to use some of the stuff that is exclusive to this mod pack, and I'm probably not going to have enough dirt to do this full thing, but that's okay, we'll do what we can do. Oh, okay, and so my rod now has disappeared, but that's okay. We only have 20 blocks left, so let's just fill this in by hand. I could make another one, but that's okay. It's amazing how quickly you go through dirt, but at least it doesn't take half an hour to place it all. Boop, boop. And I guess I need to make sure I light all of this up. So yeah, in the past, I would normally just do, like, I would build a tower, and it would have, like, water and, like, spawning spots. But I don't necessarily really want a big tower, and there are these stone spikes that I've made, and I'm not 100% sure how they work, but it looks like these conveyor belts look really cool too. That they work like water, but you need cow leather, and I have not gotten any cows to spawn yet, so that will have to be an upgrade down the line. So these spikes, though, the actual stone ones that I made do not. It doesn't say anything, but the sand one says reduces health to half a heart, but doesn't kill. So I'm assuming that the same is true of these stone spikes. So I think. I don't know if this is true. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But I think if I build a small room, and don't even think it needs to be 24 blocks high, I think that if I just make a pattern of block, these should... maybe I'll make one... I mean, honestly... I think that'll be fine. And then I'll just build a room here, and then if I have water pushing them... I mean, the fans would be nice. I'm so used to building mob rooms from just a spawner, so this is going to be interesting. I think if I just make a room, yeah, and maybe not even have water, maybe they'll just fall down. Nah, it probably needs water, so it's not going to be too big. It's going to be a bit of a tower, but it's probably not going to be taller than that. So let me just construct something. I probably don't even need more than one spike. Because I'm going to probably make them all fall into this one. Ow! Alright, this thing is getting pretty close to being done. If I haven't screwed everything up, I think I just need to add the water. I should probably make a water source closer. And look at this. Animals spawning everywhere, which is great. Let's make a water source here, because I'm going to have to jump up and down to fill this thing up. And let's make a hole here. Oh, I'm off by one. Okay. This hole will eventually be moved, but this way when the water shouldn't pour down. If I've done this correctly, it should not pour down. But just in case, let me just show you. Oh, let me get a ladder all the way up. I need to put a roof on it still, which is why it's not spawning anything yet. But this is the basic etho design, as far as I recall. And you put water, I think, in 8 of the corners. Like here. Let's do the 4 corners first. It's hard to kind of remember where everything is. And this shouldn't... Yeah, so this should just push the mobs to here. They spawn here and they walk off and then they get pushed down there. It will not spawn spiders or endermen, but that's okay, I think, for starter stuff. Like, I will probably almost guaranteed tear this down at some point, or at least move it. Oh, there's another... Is that another pig? It's the same pig? I don't know. I should put at least one more pig into the pin, just so that I don't have to worry about them falling off. But whatever, let's just see if I can even get this thing going. I've put all of the water sources in, which is 8 water sources, so I think it should be good. The mobs spawn here, they fall off, they can't get back up, and the water pushes them to that center hole. So now I just need to half slab the whole top of it. You could full slab it, but this will prevent mobs from spawning on top of it. And in fact, we'll do this area too, so I don't have to torch all of this out. And one other thing is, you'll notice in my inventory I have a small black cube. This was a present from Desi. He popped by the other night. I was not recording at the time, unfortunately, so I didn't get to show you what it does. But basically, it sucks up... It's an absorption hopper, and it vacuums up item and XP orbs in a 7x7x7 area. So I figured, like, I've been using it for when I cut down trees. It's very convenient. It'll just suck up all of the debris from the trees. That rhymes. But if I put it by my mob farm, then it'll suck up all of the loot that the mobs drop, which I figure is a good thing. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to half slab this, and hopefully it will work. Okay, it's been a few minutes. I've been AFKing. Just a few minutes. Looks like we've got some stuff happening here. It should be pretty automatic. They drop, and the loot goes into here. Sweet. Huh. Yeah. Now, normally... And I got chickens popping up everywhere. Yeah, life is looking good. Normally, you would build this thing really high, and you would put a bunch of different layers on it. But this is the only place in this world that these guys can spawn. So the spawn rate should be relatively high in here. And of course, I can always add more layers to it if I want to get more. But for the most part, this seems great. I can foresee this thing filling up pretty quickly, though. So I may need to figure out a way to... I need to figure out a way to... How do I open this? Right click? No? I don't know how to open that. I wonder if like a chest will just connect to that. I made this as like a place to put drops. But if I could connect these, and I'm sure that there's a way to connect these. Wow, well that was easy. So I think, I'm not sure that's actually hooked up. If you click on this, you can select the direction you want it to go. I broke the chest and it went in there. Now does that? I'm a little confused. Where did the egg go? I put an egg in here and now it is gone. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, well that looks like it works then. So I can probably just expand that. I'm sure that there are bigger chests in the game, but for right now, I am perfectly content to just have that item hopper thingy going into a double chest. If I AFK for a little bit, that should just turn into I don't need to put that egg in there. That should just turn into a bunch of mob drops. Fantastic. Well, I just had my first death, unfortunately, and I have since made a change to these mob design. The little tiny guys, it wasn't a zombie baby, but it was like a mob player, I guess, baby, got through and then attacked me, and although I was valiantly defending myself, you know how tough those zombie babies are, so he destroyed me pretty thoroughly. I got revenge. I killed him myself. Let's see, does it say? Yeah. I was slain by Shimwood, and then I got revenge on him, but it required me to barricade myself in here, and I don't know. That was a bit scary. So I think that this new layout is not very pretty, but that should prevent the little guys from getting out, but still allow me to see what's happening. And here's my loot. I just don't know how to open these. Is that how it opens? A void crystal sword and a rain shield. I saw one of those in a video. This will stop the rain. Not that it matters, because I don't get rain where I live, but that's kind of cool. I'm definitely going to need to have so much more storage and chests. Let's just stick it in here. You know what? I'm just going to leave all of these in here for now. I've heard something about combining the loot bag. I have to move away from those guys because they're so loud. I've heard something about combining the loot bags as well. So maybe you guys can tell me how to do that. And I also noticed that my roosters are laying eggs, which is a little unusual. I wouldn't expect a rooster to lay eggs, but I won't complain about that. Anyway, let's see what kind of loot I have stacked up. Not bad looking. I don't know why in some cases this stuff is not stacking into itself. It's kind of strange. This must be coming over from here. So this is probably all... Oh, a snowball. That must be from a witch. Looks like I've got a bit of a backlog happening here. So, you know what we need to do is probably start sticking some of this. And I've heard something about combining the loot bags as well. So I want to make sure that I can do that. And I definitely, if there's stuff that's still coming out, I don't want it to be jammed up in here. So one thing I definitely need to do is make a bigger... Did this not come out? It didn't come out. I need to make a bigger chest. So the common bags, uncommon bags, and rare bags. How do these work? Let's try to make some inventory space in here. It's amazing just how quickly some of this stuff gets used up. Did I just throw a pick on the ground? Or I feel like there was something in my hand that got thrown on the ground. Okay, well, It's gone now. Whatever it was. It's gone now. Let's do that. Can I just stick it in here, maybe? Let's first try square 4. Aha! So 4 of these equals one of the green ones. And so do 4 of the greens equal one of the blues? Are they? What? Oh, that's what's in here. So maybe you can't combine the green ones into... Okay, well... Alright, so if I hold it in my hand and click that, a chiseled bit bag and a bucket of water. Interesting. Punji sticks and an iron chest transporter. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open all this stuff. Ooh, puzzle. And I'm going to, I guess, try to organize a chest and then show it to you guys. And you can tell me... Oh, that's where that thing went. This thing sucked it up. And then I'm going to show it to you guys, like, what I ended up with, and you can tell me if it's any good. So you can indeed turn the rare loot bags, the uncommons, into rares. So what is the percentage on these? Is it better to save, like, these 2 green ones until I get enough to make another set of them, or should I just open all of these as is? This is what we're looking at right now. I'm assuming that this is something that I don't know what it is yet, but will be useful. Lots of other kind of garbagey things. And then, so this is what I got just as... This wasn't a loot bag. These were loot bag things. I guess all of these are loot bag things. The only thing that I think I got dropped from a witch was this glass bottle. So, for nothing else, we're going to open our rare loot bag. Let's do it on camera. Snow and a void crystal hoe. An iron helmet. Okay. There's better pieces of armor than that, but I will take that. I don't usually wear helmets. Slime ball, a jerkinator, a manual mill. Ooh, a bucket of lava. That's a nice thing to know. Void crystal hoe, some more slime balls, and ooh, a diamond wand. I will take that, thank you. Now, one thing I did notice is that I can view it. If I don't take this stuff out, it doesn't go away. So, I guess, theoretically, you can look at what's in the loot bags, and if there's something that you want, you can take it out. Ooh, mineral sapling. Okay, I'm going to take this lot. This seems like a good lot. Whereas, if you don't see something that you care about, yeah, like, this is pretty low-level stuff. Like, I could make all of that with what I already have. Huh. But that's really cool, like, that you could, early on, if I had known, you know, you could have made this as one of the first things and gotten a bunch of really cool early supplies. So let's reevaluate what we've just achieved here. So we've got so what is the deal with void stuff? I've got a void sword and a void hoe, 2 hoes. Diamond wand is great. I'm gonna plant, I don't know what these are, but I'm gonna plant one, because, why not? Alright! Can I torque it? Doesn't, oh, yeah, it's twerking. It's twerking, alright. It's twerking, baby. It's twerking. Well, might need something special to grow. I ended up making the mob spawner kind of hanging off the world of my platforms, and I really don't like that. So, I may expand some more to fix that. And, oh my god, when I stand right here, so many bats. So, I need to figure out what that is. Is that just like, is there like a dude? Oh! They are. They're all right there. That's why. Oh, you poor guys. You poor guys. Alright, be free. Let's... Okay, well, I thought that they were spawning underneath my house. Like, in the world below, so I was gonna like build a platform. Okay, so one thing that I see a lot of in people saying what you should do is that, like, even in like the guidebook where it's like tips and suggestions of things to do, it says build a basement. Like, what's the point of building a basement? Is there something that happens when you build a basement, or is that just something that they suggest you do? Because, like, when I heard all of the bats, I was like, oh, I must have to build a basement and like light it up down there so that the bats don't make noise. But that was just those bats making noise in there. So I really don't know what's the purpose of a basement other than just to have a basement. I mean, I'll probably do it eventually, but I'm not ready to do it yet. Anyway, I am content with that. Let's call it an episode. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. My name is Vaughn, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Well, let's leave that going. Do I have enough ore to make another bucket? I do. Okay, so let's make ourselves some iron pieces. What? Oh, no. This has happened to me before. Did I just lose all of that iron? I've never been able to figure out what happens. It just eats